Welcome to Success Superstars, episode number 84, and my special guest this morning, Kevin Marks. Kevin, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, so glad you're here. Now, Kevin, this is your first full year in real estate.
Yes.
And you're specializing in the Arlington-Mansfield area here in Texas.
Correct.
So tell me, how's the first year been?
Oh, it's been very exciting, just really learning the business. And, there's different challenges that we had, but just continuing to grow the business and working with some great people.
Yeah. Now, before real estate, what did you do?
I was in supply chain management for about 25 years, worked at Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, Quaker Oats, and did that. So just did a career in that, before that, naval officer. So,
right.
Yep.
Well, thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
So with these major corporations, you obviously learn system structure, process, business at the highest level. Those are some pretty amazing corporations. Have you brought forward many of those skills you learned both in the Navy and in corporate America to your practice?
Yeah, absolutely. The organization and planning that I did in those, and just really, I'm very good in the attention to details, taking a transaction through. But I work with my wife, and she's very good on, we work on lead generation, but she's very good on that. So we really are a good team on that aspect.
Yeah. So how does that work between you and your wife? Do you have job descriptions? Have you kind of, here's what she does, here's what you do? Tell us about that.
No, we're both completely can handle the transaction all the way through. It's just that what we do is we kind of highlight when we're meeting with the client that, we're both available. We're both available for them. So if they need to see houses, showings, I'm available. I'll do it. If she's available, open houses, whatever. So we're both working for them.
Right.
Yeah.
So in a sense, a family team.
Absolutely. Yes.
Family team. So as you look back over the last year, is there anything you'd do differently?
Well, I think everybody tests out certain maybe advertising things. There's certain ones that we've done that I wouldn't do again because I've tested it and it didn't work,
Right.
But many of the things I would do exactly the same
Right.
and that we've done. But, I think that's
Right.
things that we learn,
What didn't work for you? Like, what wouldn't you do again?
Well, we did some advertising on a couple, I don't know if you want me to name them, a couple of places that didn't really bring in the leads we expected.
Got it. So online leads,
Yes,
just
exactly.
just didn't work for you.
Yes, exactly.
But you tried it.
Yes.
I always have a theory. I'll always be testing.
Right, right.
Test this, test that, and you tested something, it didn't work.
Exactly.
Have you created what you feel is a consistent stream of leads in your funnel that you feel your business now can move forward on a consistent basis, or are you still going to be on a roller coaster?
Right now, still pretty much a roller coaster, but I think
Okay.
that was their challenge is that when we're working on transactions, continue to work on the lead generation
Right.
because it will die up. But then now we're starting to even have repeat clients even within the first
Right.
year, believe it or not. And so that's going to help. And as we're continuing to do the lead generation, I think we're getting out of that big roller coaster, hopefully.
Right. Now, many of the audience would like to know what they like to hear is kind of what's your daily routine? What are the things, how do you approach the day and the week to get ready for the day and the week?
Well, like I mentioned, every day it's got to have some lead generation in there. So it's phone calls, texting, emails. So we have a presence on social media, and of course we do some social media advertising, things like that. But also add training in there. So currently going through the farm and ranch, learning that. I'm in Mansfield, so just a little bit south of us, a lot of farm and ranch. So just constantly doing the training as well. That's probably the day-to-day. Of course, then that's when you work in transactions, whatever you're doing, you spend a lot of time doing that.
Right. Now, is there anything that as you look forward to the next year that you're going to put into place that you didn't quite have in place this year?
Really, I think as I think about that, it's really just upping the game on, maybe the lead generation more, or maybe different avenues, just testing different things on that. But we got a lot of business cards going out on a monthly basis, so I do mailers as well, things like that. So, really it's just what I might want to get trained and learn. I've done a luxury, but I really want to get into the farm and ranch as well, learn that. So really, next year is probably what do I want to bring to the business as far as our skill set.
Well, and being in Mansfield, that farm and ranch would really start to make sense.
Absolutely,
for you.
yeah.
Now, As you think about, let's see, you're going to complete maybe 8 transactions this year in your first year?
Yes.
Which is pretty phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
What helped you do that? Because the average is about 4, right?
Okay.
So many agents do 4. You've done about double the average.
Okay.
What was it? Your drive? Was it what got you there?
I would say for anyone starting is I love the mentor program. So take advantage of the mentor. Do what they say. Make the meetings. Do what they say. So we really just listen and learn from our mentor. But also have, most likely you have some colleagues or friends that are realtors, they've been experienced. So we would call them and ask them and get their feedback on things. So we just really listened and learned, recognized we didn't know a lot about the business and applied it.
So having that mentor for you was key.
It really was. Yeah.
And if there's 1 or 2 things you picked up from your mentor that really has resonated with you, what would those be?
I think the thing that she really started out was get out there and start talking to people, hand out the business cards, do mailers, handwrite the mailers. Really, about 25% of our business has actually come from business cards, from mailers that we handed out with that.
Okay.
So that has really worked for us. But also on Eileen's side, my wife's side, what that mentor really highlighted was get out there, use KV Core, some system to make sure your presence is known. And so even when we would have a listing and a sign was up, if someone called, we would get them our system. And so I would say probably 25% has come from signs that have been up that we've got into KV Core, got into mailers, and then later followed up with business with us.
Got it. So don't be a secret agent.
No, don't be a secret agent. Absolutely not.
That's the key thing from your mentor. Well, that's good. Well, any last minute words of wisdom or things you'd like to share with the audience before we wrap up?
Well, just have a schedule. Don't get so busy that you can't do the lead generation. Have a schedule. Stay organized. We even have up a couple of boards, so we're very visual. I learned that from the management side of it. So we even have up where we can just track a transaction all the way through, make sure we don't miss anything, and have everything up there, have our goals up on the board. We know where we're at any time of the year. And we even have up there, well, which transactions came from what, so we can nurture where it's actually coming from in our business.
So you're actually sourcing.
Absolutely.
So don't be a secret agent. Up and visual, including your goals.
Absolutely.
And key advice there from Kevin. Well, I appreciate you coming in today.
Oh, absolutely.
And wish you much success.
Thank you, sir.
As you enter into your second year of real estate.
Appreciate it.
With that, we'll see you on the next episode of Success Superstars.